I didn't have to buy them. So yeah, hashtag cheap girl goals. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Martina Lily, and thank you so much for being here and watching. I really appreciate it. Today we are going to get straight into this video because I have a lot to say and I don't want it to be too long. Okay, so today what we're going to do is a Fenty Beauty review. Yay! I know there's probably quite literally a million Fenty Beauty reviews out there, but I'm going to go ahead and throw mine into the mix today. Now, I know I'm 2 years too late on the Fenty Beauty reviews and like a full face review, but you know, recently I have only tried Fenty Beauty probably in the last, more so 2 months, but definitely I'd say my discovery phase of Fenty Beauty has been the last 6 months. And the reason for that is I bought the Fenty Beauty Universal Lip Gloss first, and also a little kilowatt highlighter, like it was like a mini one that I got from Sephora, and I tried those products out and I fell absolutely in love with them, and then kind of just got more and more Fenty Beauty products along the way until now I almost have a full face of Fenty Beauty products, and I'm pretty impressed to say the least. So I have this box of Fenty Beauty products in here that I have purchased over the last couple of months. And I thought instead of me sitting here and just talking to you guys about each product, I thought I would go ahead and do my makeup using all of the Fenty products that I have and give you my thoughts on these products as I go along. Sometimes I feel like sitting there and watching people talk can get a little bit boring. Okay, so I went ahead and just did my eyebrows and primed my eyes so that we can save some time because I already feel like this video is going to be long enough. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Moroccan Spice palette. It looks like this, and these are the colors inside. Mine's probably super dirty. I apologize. I've been using it. I really love this palette. It is gorgeous. I love the packaging. I think it is so beautiful, but it does get like really fingerprinty. So if that bothers you, then this might not be for you. But the formula itself is amazing, which you're going to see in a second. So I'm just going to pick up the color Shisha Smoke right here, which is this gray one. And I'm just going to play with these tones here, maybe a couple of these as well. And I'm not going to talk all the way through this because otherwise it's just going to take too long. Now in terms of fallout, there is a bit of fallout with this palette. I don't know if you can see just even like a little bit from the shades that I've used in previous looks. So if you do get a bit touchy about fallout, it's not like ABH level of fallout, but there is a little bit, but the payoff is amazing. The pigmentation is beautiful. The blendability of the mattes is incredible. They practically blend themselves, and you wait until you see the pigmentation on the shimmers. I think these are my all-time favorite shimmer formulas. I've never had a shimmer payoff like what these do. So I'm just picking up a Delium Tools 785 blending brush. It looks like this, and I'm just going to fluff this grey colour through my crease. I don't normally use cool tones, so we're going to go ahead and see how this ends up looking. Also, I have hooded eyes, so I sit my crease up and everything a lot higher because when I look straight on, you can barely see any of my lid. So if you have hooded eyes as well, then you'll probably be able to follow along. I'm just picking up the color Fez Up, and I'm just going to pick that up on a Sigma E25, and I'm just going to run that slightly lower underneath the grey. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take some of my P. Louise base, and I'm just going to cut a crease. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick up the color Evil Genie right here on a Delium Tools 773 flat shader brush. I'm just going to pick it up. I'm not going to wet my brush or anything like that. I'm just going to pick it up and stamp it onto the P. Louise base that we laid down. And you can already tell that pigment is freaking amazing. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I've never had a shimmer payoff like that. Like, oh, Look at how bright and vibrant that is. Just beautiful. So now what I'm going to do is get a little bit of shisha smoke on the brush that I've been using, on the Sigma E25, and I'm just going to pat that in here slightly so that I can avoid any harsh lines. I'm going to pick up a small pencil brush and I'm just going to pick up the color Hennessy right here, and I'm just going to pack that a little bit into the outer corner as well, just to add some depth, just lightly. So I'm happy with that for now. I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same steps to this eye, and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back and I ended up putting on a winged liner and some lashes. I just used these Ilua Cross Talia City Cool Faux Mink lashes. And I just did it all off camera because they're not Fenty Beauty and I really suck at winged liner and needed to concentrate and would be too terrified to do that on camera. So hopefully they're even. If they're not, let's just pretend that they are, okay? Let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the face now. Now, I don't have the full-size primer or foundation because I'm a little bit hesitant to buy the foundation, being that it is so matte. I'm not really a massive lover of a full matte finish. I do prefer more of a natural satin finish. So I haven't brought that. However, what I do have is a Fenty Beauty little primer tester and a foundation tester here that I sneakily went to Sephora and got for this video so that you guys could see, you know, my thoughts on these two products, and I didn't have to buy them. So yeah, hashtag cheap girl goals. This seems really stingy and I'm sorry to go and get a little, oh, I just got way too much, a little tester from Sephora to use, but I buy all of these products myself. I don't get any PR or anything like that. So it gets quite expensive and I'd rather spend my money on products that I know I'm absolutely going to love, or I really, really want to try out. Whereas I knew going from the Fenty primer kind of reviews that I wouldn't like the primer. And I have like had a tester of the foundation before and knew that I didn't really, it's not that I didn't like it, you'll see. Anyway, my primers are on and I'm going to pick up my little pot here of foundation. Now I am in the color 185. So this is what it looks like. Hopefully that's not tipping everywhere. So today I'm going to use the Real Techniques foundation brush, and I'm just going to use a little bit of the product and spread it on my face, because when I have used this in the past, I've noticed that it got really cakey. So today I'm going to try and not use as much product. I'm going to try and keep it at a really low coverage and see if that makes me like it any better. I also like to work in sections with this one, because it does dry down really quickly, and I actually have to admit that using the less product already so far looks a lot nicer. Previously I've built it up to a full coverage and it just looks too cakey on my skin, but that is looking a lot nicer already. I don't think that this is a bad foundation at all in any way, shape or form. I just think if you have oily skin or you really enjoy a full coverage foundation, then absolutely this foundation is for you. Go ahead and get it. You will absolutely adore it. But I think if you are looking for a lighter to medium coverage foundation with like a natural satin, almost dewy finish, then you are definitely not going to love this foundation the most. So let's go ahead and move on to concealer. I have the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer right here. I am in the color 150. I know that she has created concealers to match the foundation shades. So if you're a 185 in the foundation, then you should be a 185 in the concealer, and it's supposed to be a little bit lighter so that you can highlight. But I personally have found that the 185 color was really, really quite dark. So I went down to 150, which was the next neutral tone. And let's go ahead and put this in. I'm actually going to zoom you guys in for this a bit so that you can see what the concealer actually looks like. So I'm not going to put too much. I'm just going to put about that much on my under eyes. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. I find that this concealer does really blend out beautifully. It's definitely nowhere near as drying as the foundation, but it is not a super creamy, dewy kind of formula. I personally love this concealer. I know that it has had some mixed reviews. For me and my under eyes, it works really well. It doesn't crease underneath my eyes. I mean, I have under eye wrinkles as it is, but that's just my under eyes. Like, it doesn't matter what concealer I use, I 100% am going to have under eye wrinkles, but it doesn't settle in them or accentuate them, which I really, really like. Let's go ahead and move on to the powder. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter powder in lavender. So I'm sure all of you have seen all of these powders and concealers before. So I'm just going to pick this up on an e.l.f. Powder brush. It just looks like this, and I'm just going to pat this in underneath my eyes. Now, the one thing I have tested and failed with this product, and I don't know, let me know if you guys have had this problem as well, is baking. I have found that this product is not for baking. Now, maybe I did it wrong, but I don't feel like I did, because I used the Pro Filter concealer and then I just like packed it on underneath my eyes like I would normally any other powder. And then when I went to brush off the powder, it just kind of like clung to the concealer and pretty much ruined my makeup for that day. So I definitely don't recommend baking with this powder, but I do truly, truly, truly love this lavender powder. Like, you can already see how much brighter my under eyes look. They look kind of flawless in my opinion. Okay, so my face is set and we are ready to move on. Before I move on, I'm just going to pick up the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Diamond Milk, and I'm just going to put that on my lips so while I finish the rest of my face. If you have not tried the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs, you 100% need to. I have all three, and I'm obsessed with them, and no matter how many colors she brings out in the future, I will just continue to buy all of them because I absolutely adore them. I'm just going to go ahead and finish up my lower lash line now. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I'm just going to go ahead and pick up this shade right here, which is called Spice Trip, and I'm just going to run that along my lower lash line and kind of blow it out a little bit. Okay, so for my inner corner, I'm going to go ahead and use the Diamond Bomb Highlighter. This is one of those products that you would purchase thinking, oh, I'm not going to buy it. It's an unnecessary purchase. I won't really use it. It's too glittery. It's too this. But honestly, this is one of my favorite things I've ever purchased. Hopefully the camera is picking up how beautiful and shiny my hand looks right now. But it's one of these beautiful products that you think it's going to be really glittery and kind of like white casty. But it's just this most translucent, like suspended glitter highlight. I don't know how to describe it better, but it is gorgeous. And it is the perfect topper to kind of almost every look. I'm just taking this on a Sigma E45 tapered blending brush, and I'm just going to pack it like into my inner corners like this. And I just adore it. I think this might be up there with the Gloss Bombs as one of my favorite Fenty products because it's just stunning. I just love it. I'm also going to put it on as a brow bone highlight just under here. Ooh, the glitter. And I'm hoping the camera is picking this up because it just is so, so pretty. Okay, so I just went ahead and bronzed up my face using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Bronzer because Fenty don't yet have a powder bronzer, hopefully soon. So let's go ahead and get on to the best part, which is highlighting. Now I have the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt Highlighter in Lightning Dust and Crystal Fire. It looks like this. It's the lightest one that they have. I'm just going to pick up a Linda Holberg 306 highlighting brush, and I'm going to pick up Lightning Dust on this. Oops, sorry, I wasn't flipping you off. I'm going to pick up Lightning Dust on this side first. That is the natural side, and then I'm going to top it with the other one. So let's go ahead and pick up some of the Fire Crystal. I think I've been calling it Crystal Fire, but I think it's Fire Crystal here, the more metallic one. And I'm going to pick it up on a Morphe... No, that one's got glitter on it, actually. Oh, I actually have the Fenty Beauty 120 highlighter brush, the Cheek Hugger highlighter brush, and I forgot about it. Whoops. Let's go ahead and pick up Fire Crystal on that one. This is a really, really nice highlighter brush. It kind of just like hugs your cheekbone here. So let's go ahead. Oh yeah, you can already see that glow. Woo! So I just went ahead and put it on a little bit of blush. So we are now ready for lips. I do have these two little mini Matdemoiselles that she released for Christmas or the holiday collection. So one is Griselda and one is Spanked. Now I've tried both of these once before. Actually, I've tried Spank a few times, but I've tried Griselda once and Spanked. This is what they look like. So I'll go ahead and swatch these for you guys so that you can see the color. Honestly, these are a beautiful, beautiful formula and beautiful, beautiful colors. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use the color Griselda today because I think this vampy color is going to go really nicely with my eyes in the more cool tone look. Alright guys, this is the finished Fenty Beauty look. We have made it to the end. I actually personally love the way that this look turned out. I would never normally pick cool tone shadows. I would never normally pick to pair this kind of a lip with blue eyeshadow. So I'm really proud of myself for stepping outside of my comfort zone, and I'm loving my glow. So I'm super happy with the way that everything turned out. Let's just go ahead and do a bit of a quick recap on everything that I used today. So we have our little Fenty Beauty primer and foundation testers from Sephora here. I know I did a little bit of a dodgy. It's probably a little bit cheap, but I'm not going to pay for a product that I don't absolutely rave about, or I know that I'm not going to rave about. So the primer, I definitely think that you can leave if there's anything in this collection that you can leave. I 100% think it's the primer. I think you can get better drugstore ones, and I think you can get better high-end ones. The Tatcha Silk Canvas primer is absolutely beautiful if you are looking for a really, really good primer. I cannot rave about that one enough. The foundation, I have to admit, I actually think this foundation is one that if you do purchase and you don't like it immediately, I do think if you play around and experiment with a few different ways to use this foundation, you will find a way that you like it. So today I used a quarter of the product that I would normally use. I think I used about a half to 3/4 of a pump, and I made that do for my whole face. I moisturized, I used the Fenty primer, which is moisturizing, and then I've used a pore filling primer through my T-zone, and this is the first time that I really actually am looking at my skin and I am adoring the way that my skin looks, almost to the point where I'm like, maybe I would buy this foundation now because my skin is looking gorgeous, and I think that I've just found the way that it works for me. Again, if you have oily skin, you're going to love this foundation. It's very matte. It looks gorgeous throughout the day. It does wear well for oily skin. I think if you have dry skin and you've got this foundation, definitely moisturize the heck out of your skin, because that is probably one of the only ways you're going to like it. I do think it's a beautiful foundation. I just think you have to find the way that it works for you. The Diamond Gloss Bomb, again, if you are thinking that this is one of these products that you would never use and you've been on the fence about it, go ahead and take that plunge. I love this product. You all saw how much I raved about it. I love it. It's perfect little eye topper, inner corner highlight, brow bone highlight, and highlight. I think it is absolutely gorgeous and definitely worth the money. The Pro Filter Concealer, again, gorgeous, gorgeous concealer. I'm super fussy with my concealers. I do have a lot of pigmentation under my eyes, and this is completely full coverage. I personally think that my under eyes look flawless today, and I definitely have noticed a difference with the way that my under eyes have been looking since I've used this concealer. I cannot rave about it enough. I don't have any cons for me and my skin personally. The Pro Filter powder in lavender, I love this powder so much. I love it. Does exactly what I wanted it to do, which was brighten my under eyes. Again, I did say before, if you are a baker, I do not think that you will like this powder, because I have baked with it once and it clung to the concealer and didn't just dust off beautifully. So I don't think that this is a baking powder. However, I only use the barest amount of product and I pat it on with a powder brush, and my skin and my under eyes look flawless when I use this product. So this product is going to go a long way for me, and also I have dry under eyes, so I'm not normally going to bake them, and I still get the same outcome and I use less powder. So I'm going to probably have this for the rest of my life, but it is beautiful, and I do also want to pick up the shade Butter so that I can set the rest of my face using this powder as well. The Moroccan Spice palette, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated eyeshadow palettes around. I think that this is extremely beautiful. The packaging is freaking incredible. It's so gorgeous. And these color shades are stunning. Like, you've got this side over here for everyday, and you've got this side over here for more of like your more vampy or your more glam looks. The shimmer shadows are unlike anything I have ever seen before. They are just absolutely gorgeous. They're so pigmented, so opaque. The mattes pretty much blend themselves out. I just cannot say enough good things about this palette. The Fenty Beauty Fly Liner is not something that I mentioned here today, but I have had this product for a couple of months now. It's the felt tip eyeliner. When this worked, it was beautiful. I really, really loved it. It was extremely black. It dried down matte. I loved it. It didn't transfer. It didn't feather. It was a great product. However, I used it 3 times in 3 months, and I went to use it again the other week, and it completely dried out. So I have no idea why or how, and I don't know if it is just mine. Let me know in the comments below if you've had that as well. So I don't think I would repurchase it, just because I do have drugstore ones that are a lot cheaper and don't dry out. I don't want to risk buying it again and having it dry out, and then I've wasted my money again. The Kilowatt highlighters, I absolutely adore these. I think they are amazing. I would honestly recommend purchasing one if you are looking at them. Like, look at my glow. I have used a combination of both sides today, but you do get a more day side and a more kind of metallic nighttime side, I guess you could look at it. Or if you're super into highlighting, then you can use both. I honestly use this one nearly every day. I absolutely adore it. It is so beautiful. I love the way that these highlights work. I cannot say enough good things about these highlighters, and I love, for all of her products actually, I love that she incorporates every single skin tone. So no matter what skin tone you are, you have a product of hers that is going to match your skin tone beautifully and complement it, which I think is amazing. The Gloss Bombs, absolutely adore these. Like I said, she could bring one out in bright green and I would absolutely buy it. I love this formula so much. It is my all-time favorite lip gloss formula. I think it's amazing. Just don't keep them in your bag lying down like this. They are going to leak. Keep them upright. That's my pro tip. But for me, you know, for some people that would mean that they wouldn't purchase that. Honestly, this formula is worth all of the leaking in the world. The Mademoiselle lipsticks. I'm wearing Griselda on my lips right now. I think these are beautiful. Again, I love the shape of them. When you apply them, it allows you to get a beautiful, clean line around your lips. Super, super opaque. They do not drown down to full matte. So if you are looking for a transfer-proof lipstick, this is not for you. However, I personally appreciate that because I don't like my lips to completely dry out, and I hate a super matte formula. I definitely want to pick up more of these in different colors as well, because I really do like them. I think that is it. Oh, last but not least, the Fenty Beauty highlighter brush. I love this brush. I have had it for 6 months. Absolutely adore it. I think it is gorgeous for highlight. You can really hug in on your cheek there. I think I've even done a video on Instagram or something dedicated to this brush off the top of my head. I really, really, truly, truly love this brush. I think it's worth the money, and I really want to pick up the foundation brush. I think that I've seen a lot of people using that lately, and it looks gorgeous, so I definitely want to pick that one up as well. I have to say, overall, Fenty Beauty is just a completely beautiful brand. Rihanna has done such an amazing job at making an inclusive brand for every single skin tone and everybody in the community. The products that she releases, she doesn't just release a product for the sake of releasing a product. I feel like when she releases one, it's some kind of innovative formula, and the packaging is something that we've never seen before, and I just absolutely adore everything that she does with her brand. I think it is stunning, and I already have a long list of other Fenty Beauty products that I want to try, and I cannot wait for her to bring out more products to try. Okay, so wrapping this up, because I have definitely talked enough, I hope that you enjoyed today's Fenty Beauty review. If you have any questions or anything like that, let me know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, if you liked me, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss any uploads from me. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. I really appreciate any love you guys send my way. I will put every single product that I used on my face today in the description box below with links to where you can purchase it. They are not affiliate links, they're just links so that you can click on them and off you go if you are interested. I'll also put the other products that I used on my face today as well. I think that's about it, so let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Wherever you are in the world today, I hope you have an absolutely amazing day, and until next time, bye!